Oh, Donald Trump reigns supreme in nabbing media coverage. But Ted Cruz, he's winning the ground war to become the GOP nominee. Can Cruz outmaneuver the Donald? Let's ask tonight's party panel. Just in time for Monday, it's Kat Timpf from the Greg Gutfeld Show. She's the correspondent there as well as a National Review reporter. Pete Hegseth also joins me tonight, a Fox News contributor and decorated veteran. Sabrina Schaefer is here from the Independent Women's Forum. She is the executive director. And you guys are in for quite a treat, because this is going to be a hot discussion. I hope you brought your verbal elements. I will start with you. So tell me, Pete, shouldn't the Trump campaign have read the fine print when it comes to these rules in various states and how delegates are meted out?
Of course. They assumed they were going to bum rush the process with media and money.
Yeah.
That by getting those votes initially, it's going to magically happen. I'm from Minnesota, where we've had a caucus system. I've seen those original caucuses, the county conventions, the district conventions, and then the state convention.
And little Marco, he won your state.
He did. And you know what? If you don't organize on the first day, back on March 1st, you're going to lose today when it actually manifests itself at the convention. This is a slow process with slates where campaigns, if they're organized, can beat the pants off those that are not. Yeah. That's exactly what happened.
And in places like Colorado, they're not just decided on one night or at one event. And it turns out that some of these delegates, they decide amongst themselves at various parties. So Trump and Manafort are screaming, it's so unfair. The process is so unfair. It's kind of a weak response from them. Are you surprised by that?
No, I'm not surprised. It kind of brings me back to the 4th grade when I left a homework assignment the night before, and then guess what? I didn't do very well at it. You have to actually plan ahead, and I don't think they did. But what I don't think I'm surprised by is that I don't think any of it is unscripted. I think all of this feeds right into his playbook of anti-establishment. Washington's not transparent. They're all out to get us. So I think it feeds right into his narrative, but yeah, it's also a little
But it's
sloppy.
not just Washington. It shouldn't be.
No,
I mean, these are individual states and state parties deciding for themselves.
And I am quite confident that last August, when Colorado changed its rules, nobody thought that Trump would still be on the ballot come April. Yeah. So I think that this is all, you know, him trying to get around the sword.
Interesting. Yeah, no, I don't think that there was a ton of foresight. You're absolutely right about that. So if you were Donald Trump's handler, if you were his trusted confidant, Kat Timpf, how would you make him feel better today?
I don't know if you could, but I think that it's kind of working, because the whole reason people support Trump is they're saying the establishment's not listening to us and they don't care what we think. And he's very successfully spinning what's happening in Colorado, even though those are the rules, saying, see, so the people who do support him are going to support him more hardcore because of this. Yeah. This anger is not going to go away. It's going to intensify.
But it may not get him new.
It's not about making him feel better, because he's not going to feel better. He's not going to be a mild-mannered little smiley pants. It's about getting as many people as possible to be angry with him.
Okay, but he's about to stumble upon a whole bunch of Statue of Liberty-sized momentum, because all eyes are on New York as the Empire State gears up for a crucial primary that could make or break the candidacies, not just of Donald Trump, but Hillary Clinton as well, because according to the latest Fox News poll, Trump well ahead in his own state, beating his nearest competitor, which happens to be John Kasich, by more than 30 points. He's above that 50% threshold. Meanwhile, Hillary Clinton maintains a very healthy lead on her own over Senator Bernie Sanders. It's kind of her home state, if you count carpetbagging as some sort of home. So does New York seal the race, and is it more important than we thought Wisconsin was a week ago?
You know, I don't know if it's more important for Trump, but I actually think it's really interesting for Hillary Clinton, because I think, yes, of course, she's expected to win this. She's ahead over 50%. She won it in 2008. But what's interesting is that this is not about sort of voters, right? The Bernie Sanders support is a momentum. It is a movement. And so it is quite possible that those voters could get together and sort of ride that wave out, and that would be extremely telling and very concerning for the Clinton campaign.
But they've got 8 days to do it. I mean, they've got the Sanders campaign has 8 days to make up 16 points. That's 2 points a day. You don't want to lose that much weight. Can they gain that much momentum in such a short time?
They've had a couple of surprises in this cycle. That's a lot to make up in a short period of time. They're also underperforming in New York City, where he thought he would be doing well. They're actually behind
isn't this a progressive
19
wasteland?
points instead of 16. So
why do they like Hillary?
Good question.
I don't know why anyone likes Hillary.
Inside the minds of Democratic voters. We'll see if she ends up actually being the nominee anyway, for all the reasons we know.
Yeah, I mean, they elected Bill de Blasio. And the fact that he's being possibly investigated by the FBI, that makes Hillary Clinton's case like, see, they investigate everyone.
It's all of us.
It's all of us. See, we're great. Is there anything right about this election?
No. Except since I'm not a member of either party, it's kind of just like, maybe I'll have a home someday, because look at what you guys have done.
So maybe there is room for a third-party candidate. It could be interesting if libertarians could truly organize.
Get off the couch.
That'll make it laugh.
And then stop issuing litmus tests to each other.
Yes, that's true.
But that would mean libertarians would have to stop being libertarians.
Pete, how dare you?
I'm sorry.
Hey, you know what? Take back right now.
Litmus tests. I'm just saying.
No, I know. But it's like you can make fun of your own family, but then once someone...
Yeah, but you're not in the family.
I do love libertarians, but I'm not in the family.
Right.
You can still come over for Christmas.
Okay,
but you have to bring that fig casserole because I really love it.
Okay.
Last word, Sabrina.
Well, look, I mean, I just think that there's going to be still some surprises yet to come. I don't think, like we said, I don't think we knew what was going to happen last August, and I think we have a long way still to November. So.
Oh, God, we do. I mean, it's exhausting to think about. Like, in some ways, it's really fun because there's no shortage of stuff to poke fun at, but then you're like, man, it's only April.
And we get the same cast of characters.
I know, it's true.
It's getting smaller.
But you know what? You know what? I think that they could insert some weirdos.
That's true.
Yeah.
They could borrow some from my family. Speaking of family reunions, coming up, the Boston Globe makes a fake cover page imagining a Trump presidency. I will ask my panelists, what would a Hillary administration page look like? And a little later on, President Obama defending HRC when it comes to her private server woes. But are there some big developments he's conveniently sweeping under the rug? Stay right here.
Tomorrow, a conservative in Hollywood, how Clint Howard handles the hurdles. The actor speaks out on Mornings with Maria. Then, Burning Mad, why this Republican torched his party ID and why others may go up in flames. The conversation heats up on Varney.
The power of a low volatility investing approach. The power of smart beta. Power your client's portfolio with Power Shares. Before investing, consider the fund's investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses. Call 800-930903 for prospectus containing this information. Read it carefully. Distributed by Invesco Distributors, Inc.
At the Joseph A. Bank Super Tuesday sale, Executive and Joseph suits are just $179. Plus, buy one on sale, get one free on all other suits and sport coats. And buy one, get one free on even more throughout the store. Only at Joseph A. Bank this Tuesday, Preview Day Monday. Welcome to the world, 2116. You can fly across town in minutes, or across the globe in under an hour. Whole communities are living on Mars. And solar satellites provide Earth with unlimited clean power. In less than a century, Boeing took the world from seaplanes to space planes, across the universe and beyond. And if you thought that was amazing, you just wait.
After years of wild overspending, Puerto Rico is out of money. Who will bail out Puerto Rico? Washington says you will. Congress wants to change the rules to grant Puerto Rico unprecedented bankruptcy protection called Super Chapter 9. If Puerto Rico is allowed to declare bankruptcy, high-spending states like Illinois will also want to declare bankruptcy. Retirement accounts crushed, a bailout on the backs of savers and seniors. Tell Congress, stop the Washington bailout of Puerto Rico.
In the summertime, when the weather is fine, you can stretch right up and touch the sky. When it's vacation time, you got MSC Cruises on your mind. Have a drink, relax, you're gonna have a good time. Sail along with us at MSC, see your fabulous soul and be happy.
Cruise the Caribbean with MSC Cruises. Call your travel agent or visit msccruises.com.
Millions of voters, hundreds of delegates, one place to watch. The battle for New York. At 7, Dobbs kicks off the action with early primary results. Then at 8, Cavuto has complete coverage and smart analysis. April 19th, it's all on Fox Business Network.
RFTC, where else are you going to hear it? Is Dobbs playing any San Diego punk rock? I don't think so. I would celebrate it. Little Olive Lawn bumping into his show. You go, Lou. This weekend, the Boston Globe released what they call a front page in Trump's America. It was a satire dealing with mass deportations, detailing frightening libel laws, and soldiers outright disobeying the president's orders to commit war crimes. Now, it was not the actual front page of the paper, and we've seen enough Twilight Zone episodes to know what a Trump administration would look like. But how about a Hillary Clinton White House? Why don't we ask the party panel and see if we can drum up some ideas? They are back. It's Kat Timpf, Pete Hegseth, and Sabrina Schaefer. So, Kat, I will start with you. If the Boston Globe were truly going to be fair and balanced, and they exaggerated what a Trump presidency might look like, what would a Hillary presidency look like on their phony baloney editorial?
Just her being like, I don't know. That's pretty much all she ever says, right? I don't know. I don't know. Oh, see, the thing is, yeah, about that is I don't know. And then everybody moves on, which is great, kinda. I might start doing that.
Yeah, but if any other candidate did that.
Right, but I'm also a female, and I feel like I share too much with people openly that I know might make them judge me, rather than just saying, oh, I don't know why someone would have said that. I clearly didn't do that thing. That's gross.
Yeah, and would she also cry sexism, do you think?
Yeah, it would also just be like, she wouldn't even be on the paper because she knows that the more people see of her face, they dislike her more and more. I think that's universal.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's just true.
Oh, boy.
And so, you know, it would be like of the people who have criticized her and how they're sexist. So it would be more like taking other people down, because less Hillary is when you like Hillary more.
That's true. I mean, she was most popular when she went away from Foggy Bottom, and people were like, who? Oh, she's great. Okay, so let's talk about this a little bit, because I know people were outraged, like, oh, they're just being mean to Donald Trump because he's a conservative. And I look at that and I was like, no, they probably don't sell any newspapers, and they're trying to be kind of funny and salacious, like putting the Tsarnaev brother on the cover of Rolling Stone, or telling Ted